Hi there. Welcome to Peter Paisley's podcast. I hope you enjoy it. It's to just explain it. This is the first episode, and it's me. I am me, Peter Paisley, and I get people to come to the studio, which is a very small jail cell size room, which doubles up as my bedroom and where I live. So, and then they come there, I talk to them, it gets weird, and then we just stop it. We stop talking, and I spent hours editing it down to the very best. So, you might be listening to this and go, well, that bit wasn't very funny, but trust me, that was really good compared to the other stuff. So, anyway, I should be more positive. So, I hope you enjoy the first episode with Wayne Carter, who is a brilliant guest, and I think we'll have him on again. Comedian Wayne Carter and me, Peter Paisley, the future of British comedy. And that's just a little joke that I do there. Don't take that too seriously. Oh dear.
It took me, an hour and a half to get here? Who chooses, besides people who have zero money, aka artists, to live out in the middle of fuck nowhere?
I'm an artist.
That's why. In quotation marks.
I mean, I could live more local to the old Big Smoke, but I'm a real artist, mate.
It is a nice area, though.
Right, so describe the... Right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wayne Carter,
Hi.
the comedian from Australia.
Oh, getting an international guest.
Australia.
Look at you.
My first international guest on the podcast. Exciting. And I've invited him to do this, and we are currently in my...
I want to say bedroom, but it is not. It's...
studio.
Yeah. Let's lie to people.
Well, it's quite...
It's quaint.
It's like a jail cell, isn't it?
It looks... If we were to storm the Bastille, this wouldn't be too dissimilar, I don't think.
What is the Bastille?
It was a French prison, was it not?
I don't know. You can't just say things and just not know what they are.
I'm pretty sure. You know what? To all the people, all the twos and twos of people that are listening to this podcast, Google the Bastille.
All right. We've just started and you're already denigrating the podcast.
That's what I do. I'm Australian.
By the way, denigrating means...
Oh, yes,
to
please
put
tell
down.
me. To put down, right.
Yeah. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, we are in my studio in Blackheath. I was going to say Greenwich then. Blackheath.
Greenwich would be a step up for you, wouldn't it?
It would be. I like Greenwich.
I don't really care for South London. Does that make me a stop now?
And this is Wayne Carter. He's a comedian originally from Australia, but he's been in London for a while now.
Yeah, I've lived here for about 2 years now. But I don't really enjoy coming south of the river because, I have standards. I'm a really...
You're Australian?
Person. Yeah, I have high standards.
You have standards.
Yeah.
Is it true that you have standards about coffee where you're from?
Actually, yeah. Like, so many people... Like, that was one of the first things as a Australian comedian from who lives in London, Sarah Benedetto, who's a really good friend of mine. And when I told her I was moving over here, she was like, here are all the coffee shops that you need to go and visit. I was like, I'm not that big into coffee. Like, I mean, I love a chai tea, but, like, aside from that... Yeah,
so,
like, I don't really...
I remember you told me this, and I asked another Australian friend, and I said, is it true that you're all snobs about coffee? And they said no.
Well, I think
so. It must be specific to a certain location.
Melbourne is
Melbourne
is a big coffee snob hub, but
I never knew that. Yeah. Very interesting. I knew Australians were loud. I knew they stayed up late and did alcohol and drugs and all night long pies, and they smoke those things where you put the coal on.
You put the coal on?
Yeah.
What are we getting to the 16th century now?
The
coal.
The shishas.
They
Shishas.
smoke shishas,
Ah.
but sometimes they don't. They put extra stuff on. That's what I know about Australia.
Right.
Am I wrong?
You know what? I've been away for a good couple of years now, so the culture could have changed drastically since I've been away. So I'm not going to confirm or deny Australian being a stereotype for drugs, alcohol, and crazy times.
The coffee.
Definitely coffee.
I never
think.
knew that.
No, well, like, I think coffee is a thing that Australians... I worked for a company called Gloria Jeans back in Australia, and it's a coffee shop, and it's run by the Pentecostal church, and they dislike the gays. Like, they put profits of Gloria Jeans' money into the Pentecostal church, which advocates for zero homosexuality.
Ooh.
You know?
How do you feel about that?
Well, as a gay man...
Oh, you're gay?
I am a gay, yeah. Don't tell anyone, that's a secret. But it was funny, I was kind of like sticking it to the man, like,
Nice.
subtly, like, submissively, like, you know, ruining their coffees. Yeah, as a gay man. Well, actually, the store that I was working at got shut down as well. Not because of me, just because, like, it had poor sales, because it was in a really shitty location.
Right.
But, yeah, like, the guy, like, the CEO or whatever, had this huge convoluted story about how he went travelling, and when he went travelling in Brazil, he found these really and you just listen to the story, because he comes out and he tells you, and he's, like, really excited, and you're like, this is bullshit. You've just figured out where coffee beans are made, and you've made up some bullshit story to make it sound like you're cool when you're not. But that's what coffee in Australia is. It's just a series of fuckery and pretentiousness.
Right. Well,
but give me a try and I'll be your friend. I'm just moving my leg. Where
we'll cut that.
I just want the podcast.
Anyway.
Let's get back to coffee.
So
Arabica beans. I find they're the best of beans.
welcome to the podcast about coffee. It's the Coffcast. Is that what?
Do you know what the name of your podcast is yet? Is it Peter Baisley Talks Fuck All? What's your podcast name?
We are in preliminary stages of the names.
This
Maybe
is
we
the
can-
What, are you going to change it every episode? It's
You
going to
can't.
be...
You got to get your brand in right.
Well, maybe it could be every podcast, like every person that comes in can name the podcast.
Okay, what are you going to name it then?
I don't know. Peter Baisley's fucked in the head.
Language, mate.
Oh, sorry.
Ladies listening to this probably tons of ladies listening to this.
So, how's your dating life, Peter? How's being all surrounded by the
ladies and
ladies?
gentlemen, welcome. This is the Coffcast podcast about coffee from Australia. Down under, mate.
One, we're not in Australia, and two, that wasn't what I don't.
I know all about your culture.
All right, go. Tell me.
I've seen the movies.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yes.
Yep. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah.
I've also seen that.
So that's covered. You're snobs. This is the weird thing, to think an Australian can be a snob about anything.
It is
about
weird, isn't it?
Because I don't see you guys as snobs.
No.
I see you as racist,
Yep.
bigots,
Yep.
and sort of descended from, unfortunately,
Convicts,
convicts.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
My granny, bless her, who's originally from
Jail.
No.
Sorry, what do you call it?
I went to say
Prison.
Gatwick.
Gatwick.
I was like, that's not right. She's from, not Edinburgh, what's the other one? Glasgow. She's from Glasgow originally, right? And she swears to her life that she used to be the nanny of a princess. And the princess apparently, according to her, moved to Australia, and so she had to move with her. Name of princess, unknown. Why this princess moved to Australia, I don't know. I don't know any princesses in Australia, so I think she's lying. And I think she... And this is where I've turned into a comedian, because we all know comedians embellish. And so I get my fantastic ad-libbing skills from my nan, because she loves to tell a story. Okay, just for those podcasters that are listening to the podcast...
Don't say
No.
those that are listening. Everyone's listening is listening.
No,
You don't need to say for the ones that are listening, not the ones who aren't
Some
listening.
people are putting this in the background while they're doing actual things in their
Jogging.
lives. Yeah. But
Doing
like,
the old jogging.
we're in Peter Baisley's, what he's calling quote unquote studio.
Love dungeon. Not my words. A review I got once. TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor, a girl goes, it was like a dungeon and there was no love. And you've just taken the word love and dungeon and put it into... You fucking idiot. He's laying on his bed. Like, come hither.
He's chilled out, mate.
He's not chilled
I
out.
was listening to your story.
This is a serious podcast for serious people.
You were telling me about your grandma.
My grandma, and then
who's
you...
pretending to be a princess's
Nanny. Right.
when
And then that's
actually
putting you to
think-
sleep. You're laying down on your bed.
It's tough.
Well,
stuff,
I'm
interviewing
sorry.
people.
I am sorry that my podcast is boring you. I hope your people who are listening...
So what would you call this podcast if you?
No,
got to
I think the
name it?
Covcast is good. I think
Covcast?
I think
As in
I think the
coffee.
organicness of this is the name comes out. Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is the Covcast. You're listening to coffee news from Australia. Yes.
And you could incorporate in like little like gurglings and like coffee brewing and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So, welcome to... You're listening to Covcast. This is our first international guest, Wayne Carter.
Yeah.
Wayne Carter. Wayne's a comedian, somewhat successful.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
not
got
really.
£4 this week. That was
£4, got paid £4 for a gig.
Yeah.
Anyone listening abroad,
that's
for
2 yen.
2 yen,
Is it?
probably, and I don't know. Let's not do that, it's boring. Doing
That's
conversions.
boring. That's boring.
Let's not make
But
this
talking
a
about
boring
Arabica
podcast.
bean coffees.
Arabica.
Arabica bean.
Arabica beans. My favourite beans are Arabica beans. I think this podcast is going to be me doing voices.
I think so. I'm finding it good.
Okay, guys, what I want you to do is...
Think of
Wait.
a number between 1
I'm
and
talking
10.
to the wrong people. Wayne, what I want you to do...
You're asking your podcasters. Okay, podcasters, if you want to do this as
Podcasters,
well,
what I want
follow
you to
along.
do is get
Get a pen and paper.
I've lost the plot.
Longitude and latitude.
I woke up very early this morning. Not going to carry that voice on. Yeah. So, Mark, edit that.
Mark.
So, how did you get here? Tell us about your journey. You live in North London. I live in South London.
This is
how
true.
did you get here? It's very interesting for people who aren't from London.
So you're hoping that this podcast goes international because you're an international sensation.
I've got good hits abroad.
You have? Yeah,
YouTube.
I think so.
I've got some views on YouTube abroad.
My
My demographic seems to be German.
Ja, bitte. Das ist gut.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Well, Germans are nice. They're very strong, independent, confident, I think. Very sexually based.
What?
Like
Are they?
when you think of sex,
I don't
like
think of
crazy
Germans.
sex.
I try not to.
You are very asexual, aren't you?
racist.
Yeah. No, but like when you think of like...
Mark. Welcome to the Peter is Accidentally Racist podcast.
I mean, to be fair...
Cuffcast. What's it? Cuffcast.
It is what it is.
The Racist Cuffcast.
With an Australian, so it's okay.
Time your kangaroo down, mate. Right, Wayne. Well, thanks for being here. What's your
right.
favourite drink?
My favourite alcoholic drink?
Sure.
My favourite story about alcohol is I had Long Island iced teas. You know what they are?
Yeah.
They are, would you consider them to be quite lethal in terms of
I
alcohol
think they
content?
can be.
Yeah. See, when I first started drinking, I was not aware how lethal they were. And we had table service where the drinks were getting brought to us. Like a waiter would come around, waitress would come around and go, what would you like? And I got four. I got four in succession and hadn't stood up. And then was like, I feel fine. And then everyone's like, wow, you're downing those really quickly. And cut to me laying on the floor, doing like some sort of worm slug situation, trying to worm slug my way to the bathroom. It was not the finest of moments, but I like pina coladas. I like sweet drinks.
Let's go back to that story. I'm imagining that was in Australia, am I right?
That was in Australia, yes.
Do you wear hats with corks on?
You know what? No, I have never in my life.
Have you ever been to the Neighbours, the set of Neighbours?
I have not been to the set of Neighbours.
Oh, come on, mate.
I've not been to
This
Ramsay
is your
Street.
heritage.
It's true.
This is your
This
culture,
is true.
your identity.
Yeah, this is true. Have you been to Abbey Road?
I think I got a bus through there once. Have you been to Home and Away, the less popular one in my eyes?
Summer Bay.
Yeah?
Yeah, no,
You
I've not been
have?
to Summer Bay, no.
Okay. Have you ever seen a shark?
I have seen several sharks, yeah.
Have you ever seen a bear?
I am what would be considered a bear in the gay community.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm slightly chubby and I'm hairy.
Okay, here's a question I bet no one's ever asked you. What's it like being gay?
Ah, I don't know. It's alright, I guess.
Do
I
you
mean, the
think-
whole men thing. I
Do you
think
think
I'm a
God
homophobe.
likes you?
Well, he doesn't love me, but he uses me for sex.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark.
You can't pick and choose.
I'm cutting out anything I don't like out of this podcast.
So anything that we laugh at,
Or I may not edit it at all. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
yeah, it's gonna be a series of marks.
Yeah. I don't know. I've got a... For the listeners out there, for all the podcast listeners out there and those who aren't listening, listen, because I'm going to explain something. I've got a little button here that says mark, so anything I don't like, I'll mark it, and then later on I can go back to it. Although I'm not sure how to do that yet. But we'll see.
Sorry.
That was just a cough there. On the Coughcast. Let's face it, no one is going to listen to this bit of the podcast.
No,
It's
by
gone-
this point,
by
in
this
the
point,
podcast, everyone's gonna be like, "Well,
people will
maybe
skip
we
through.
could,
Even you aren't going to listen to this.
No,
I mean, well, will you? Probably.
Yeah,
Quite.
maybe.
Are you quite? What's the word when you like yourself a lot?
narcissistic.
Mm-hmm.
I think most comedians are. Do you not think? Like, we have a level of narcissism.
That's a good way of saying yes, but sounding like you're not saying yes.
I don't want to say I'm skillful at my job, but I am good at what I do.
Can you talk towards the mic?
I was going to get a drink. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not.
very skillful at what I do. Just talk to the mic, please.
I want everyone.
What's your job? Talking into mics. Doing
This is
jokes.
literally what we do.
Doing jokes into mics. So
And I
let's
can't
talk
even
about
do
some
that.
comedy. I don't think comedy is very interesting to anyone who's
No.
not doing it or a very weird nerd. Tell me why you think people should be more interested in your comedy.
My comedy. No one should be interested in what I do. It is a train wreck of emotion. I think comedy is really important, and I think we need to not take life so seriously. Who gives a shit? Like, so there's a war in Turkmenistan or wherever the fuck. Like, who cares? Like, I don't care. Like, just relax, you know? Like Donald Trump. Donald Trump. If you can't laugh at something like Donald Trump, like, people need to have comedy in their lives.
You're
I think.
listening to the Coughcast. Aboriginal views.
Is that the right thing to say?
You can.
Anti-Aboriginal, probably.
No, how is that
I do not-
anti-Aboriginal?
I don't know
Indigenous
much about
Australian.
politics. Let's not talk about.
Well, Donald
politics.
Trump isn't Indigenous Australian, is he? The word Aboriginal
I don't know.
means...
He looks a bit weird.
Uh,
Wow, mark that. That
Mark
was racist.
that! On this day in history, I was in South Harrow,
South Harrow.
and it says, work cancelled on the way, so I'm sitting at the station by myself, and I have pneumonia. Oh, sorry, I'm recovering from pneumonia.
Is this a year ago?
Yeah.
For those who don't know, there's something on Facebook where you can see what you're doing a year ago, or it's an app or something. Is it?
No, well, I think it's... I mean, it might be an app, but it
It
is...
doesn't matter,
it
guys.
is-
Don't get bogged down in the details. Just enjoy the podcast. So, you were in Harrow a year ago. I didn't know you a year ago, Wayne.
Did you know?
I met you at Edinburgh this
Oh, like
last
August.
summer.
Wow.
I met you. Yeah, time flies. It feels like we've known each other a lifetime.
I feel, you are someone who is physically and emotionally draining, yes. So it does feel like
I
a
knew you were
lifetime.
going to be detrimental to me there.
Thank you.
That wasn't the right word.
That wasn't, but
Let's
you tried.
carry on.
You tried to use a big word. I'm proud of you.
I am someone that will give love. I find the people I attract, be it friendship or otherwise, well, mostly friendship, don't give love back. They are mean. Mm-hmm. Wayne, do you think you've got a problem with giving love?
Not to people who deserve it.
Right, so that is a perfect example. You've shot me down.
Bang bang. Yeah, shut me down.
And now you're moving into music. You're referencing music because you feel awkward about how
I don't feel awkward.
deep this conversation's going.
Oh, let's get deep.
Deep chat on the Coffcast.
Deep chat.
I like Coffcast. It's good, isn't it? Because it doesn't really mean anything. I mean,
And then you can like occasionally just go.
well, that's pretty good. But will it catch on, guys? Only you, the listener, knows the future.
Like it could.
You're listening to the Coffcast. So just to let everyone know, Wayne has started looking at his phone now. That's
Tatiana says, "If you don't like me, I'm done, and by that, I'm not going to conversate with you." Jujubee says, "I think it's converse. Just say talk. I'm not going to talk with you."
No idea what that means.
RuPaul's Drag Race. Get yourself hooked on that shit.
Would you like to give a brief synopsis of RuPaul's Drag Race for those like myself who don't watch it?
Do you know America's Next Top Model?
Kinda.
It's kind of like that, but with drag queens.
What is your sexuality is mainly
Penis.
homosexual?
Yeah, mainly penis. Yeah,
I've got friends
Who are
who
that?
probably hate you.
because I'm a gay.
Mm.
Well, to be fair, I hate myself, so
Oh.
maybe we could meet them and.
There you go. You're all in the same camp.
Yeah. Cap.
Sorry to pause the podcast here, but you're listening to the Coffcast. Talking of comedy, what's the worst show you've done in England?
I recently did a gig, and I don't want to name it because in case it does get out there in the ethers, and it wasn't a reflection of the night or the venue or anything like that. It was a small venue. It was in a bookstore, and you know, like I'd had a rough day, and I wasn't on my A game.
You had a rough day.
I had a rough day.
You had a rough day.
And that's a good sentence, yeah.
You had a rough day.
I had had
Just
a
use
rough.
it once.
What?
I'd
I.
had a bad day.
But that's a sentence though. I had a bad day.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so this I did have a bad day. The day was bad. It was bad. And then I did a gig, and I did a gig in a bookstore, and there was like 7 people in there, which is fine. I've gigged to much lower crowds than 7, but
Lowest number you've gigged to?
3 and a dog.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Carry on.
And they were German. Ja bitte, for those German podcasts.
Was it a German dog?
It was in.
Sorry,
No, it wasn't a German Shepherd. No.
Okay.
Was
it a German dog? Is what I asked.
Yeah, German Shepherd. It might have spoke German.
Was
Like,
a dog from Germany.
well, I don't know.
Right, sorry to pause you there, Wayne.
What,
I
Tinder?
just got a new Tinder match. And sorry to pause the podcast here.
Who's
but
it from?
It's been a while.
If you're a lady woman who's out there, can I? Oh my god, we should do.
Wayne, you've got attractive
this could be
female
like,
friends. Why don't you just set me up with one of them? Don't sort of
okay,
do
well,
a shout out on here.
no. Peter is a very. Would you consider yourself introverted?
Yeah. Yes. I'm very introverted.
Okay, so
What's the cliche things not to say when trying to date someone?
no. Some people like introverted. I was talking to a girl last night, a
Like
friend of
staying
mine.
inside.
I like not talking to people. I
Don't
being
like
in-
heat or the sun.
Well, London's the place for you. No, I think I rate Peter Paisley as a very good man, and serious though, like I would,
really
yeah.
emotional.
Oh, the feels.
Oh.
So if you're out there and you're thinking, hey, maybe I would
Okay.
like to date a comedian, I think you should Google Peter Paisley. Do you have a Twitter handle?
Yeah.
What's your Twitter handle?
At Peter Paisley.
Peter.
Bazely.
Oh, okay. So you Twitter Peter Bazely.
Might not need to.
Oh my goodness, that girl is attractive. So anyone who's listening to this,
Stop saying anyone who's listening.
no one's listening to this.
Someone's listening.
No one wants to listen to
I'm
this.
listening.
She's 51 kilometers away. Can I say her name?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because it's a generic name.
Will
that her
my
name
future wife want to be named on this podcast?
She looks... Okay.
So Wayne has just taken my phone and he is going to describe the Tinder match to you, the listener.
She only has 2 photos.
2 photos.
Her name is Claire. She is 25 years old.
25.
She looks like she's 40.
She looks like she's 40. No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. She actually looks quite okay.
She's very elegant.
Yeah.
No?
She's doing the head tilt.
The head tilt, is that bad?
Well, no, it's just like it's a go-to cliche. Like every girl, every gay man knows, like to do like you pose and you do a head tilt.
Okay.
Like, and she's doing it in both of her 2 photos.
Is that a bad sign?
No, it just
She can't mix it up.
Yeah, she's
not real.
Yeah, I don't think she's real. I think you've got a Trojan here. But she looks... I got excited because I thought you were actually talking to her, but she's just matched you.
Just matched.
To anyone who's listening to this podcast,
yeah.
Anyone who's listening.
Are you gonna message her? Do you not think it's too soon? I think you have to leave a bit of time.
Wait, when...
Literally just now.
Yeah.
Just matched now. I don't think you can say hi straight away.
Okay, so...
Or we gotta give it an hour.
Okay,
3,
no, okay.
4 days.
I'm gonna ignore that one, and I'm just gonna start liking a series of...
You're gonna play Tinder for me.
I'm gonna play Tinder for you.
You're gonna have to describe it, because this is a very visual app.
Medium.
I don't know if this is gonna go down.
Yeah, no, I
the
think...
podcast.
Okay, I think it's gonna go really well. The first lady woman that we have, because
I'm going to pop to the loo.
Yeah.
You do this, and I'll get back and see how you've got on.
Oh.
Alright?
Hurry up. I'm not going to talk by myself.
You can talk through it.
Okay, the first one. Actually, I like this one. I think she might be good. Do you like alternative kind of looking girls?
Yeah.
Good, I thought you might. This girl has a... Okay, so some of her photos look a little bit blur, but most of them look good. She's shaved the sides of her hair, so she gets a like love from me. This one's a teacher, and she's wearing little to no clothes. If you're a teacher, put clothes on. No. This girl looks like she's in a jail. But I'm going to like her anyway. Yeah, this is probably going to be a Mark thing. Oh, okay. She's... If anyone's out here listening to Peter Bazley's podcast, I just want them to know that Peter is not attractive or good at anything. Junior account director. Oh, she travels. Oh, what's your what's... Oh.
I'm back in the room. What's going on? What's happened? Sorry to pause the podcast here, but you're listening to the Cuffcast. Today is a little bit of a heat wave in London, which is very strange. We haven't had any warm weather for a while. It is May the 8th, 2016. Wow, I've got, deja vu. I've got a flash forward to the future. Me, 80 years old, I'm listening to this podcast. I'm going, Peter, what were you thinking? You were wasting your life. You should have been putting money into stocks of space bricks.
Up until that weird... I was with you up until that accent.
Just to let people know, Wayne How tall are you? Just describe you.
5'11", 6 foot.
You're not.
I am.
Okay.
How am I not?
Fair play. Wayne.
I lied.
Sorry.
I'm actually a midget.
That's my mum's height, almost.
Wow, she's a tall lady.
Let's get back to what Wayne looks like. Wayne has a big sort of copper beard.
What I would do is I would take a photo with...
Should we do a photo?
No, well, not now.
What do you mean not now?
Okay, now.
Do you want now?
But like, and then you attach it to the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just... That's what you do. You take a photo with the guests.
Yeah, I just did it.
I know.
And that's going to be... And I can do that on every podcast now.
Yeah.
Wayne is...
But that's,
I think I might have
that's
to
something
you.
that's been done, though.
Oh.
And...
Oh, gee, thanks for the new ideas, Wayne.
Oh, by the way, you could steal this idea and this idea, mate. Yeah.
But it's-
Just steal all the ideas.
Well, it's not stealing, it's just...
Classic Australian.
Well, I am a convict.
So, what something that's made you cry recently?
I can't think of anything that's made me...
Just to let people know, Wayne is a 5'11" tall man. And...
Are
Oh,
you
yeah, we've
saying-
done the photo, haven't we? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but like...
Just look at the photo, guys.
Yeah, but would you say...
Ginger-ish.
Thank you. Alright.
Do you
But-
call yourself ginger?
Not really, I've got a ginger beard.
How do you
but
define yourself when it comes to hair colour?
I was
Good
born
question.
I was born a blonde, and then... I was born blonde. I
We
had
were all
blonde
born a
hair.
blonde, mate.
What?
We were all born a blonde.
How about Asian kids?
Oh, fair play.
Yeah. Racist.
Brain blown.
Oh my god, that could be a
Wayne
thing.
Carter, brain blower.
Could you do some of
That's
those?
your podcast,
Could you,
mate.
could you do some explosions? No, like, add some explosions in.
Yeah, well.
So I'll say things like, cheese. Explosion. You know, like, I don't know, like, I'll just say some words.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, dear.
pineapple fritters. Explosion.
Okay. Right, well, we are at the 48-minute mark on this podcast.
And we've said nothing.
I think we should try and get up to an hour, and then we will work on your designs for your merchandise for Edinburgh this year.
Yeah.
Because we're going to...
Thank you for that. If
gonna-
anyone's out there listening to Peter Baisley's podcast,
Stop saying if anyone's listening, because if they are listening right now.
but
There's no
some
need to
people
make it like, oh, if you're an idiot and you listen to this rubbish, if you got to 48 minutes and you're still listening,
well done.
actually, saying that, 48 minutes is not going to be 48 minutes
Because
because we're
you're
going to
gonna
cut a
edit
lot
it.
out of
Yeah.
this. This is minute 18. That's
Probably-
pushing it.
That's kind of... If you're listening to the... Okay, to the people that are listening to the podcast,
Stop saying that. Just say,
Peter Baisley...
listeners, they
This
need a
pod-
name. That's the thing, they need a name. Everyone's fans need a name. Your podcast fans need a name.
Fanilows, like Barry Manilow has his Fanilows.
Yeah.
Bieber has Beliebers.
Yeah, what's mine?
Peter Baisley has his... Basils? Lees? Baisleys?
Anyway, let's...
Has his... Harem?
Just acquaintances, I think. It's probably just sort of
Hello, acquaintances.
people who've
and
stumbled,
you can start
people
with
with
that.
nothing better to do than in their lives than listen to this
Troglodytes.
brilliant podcast, which is very fun
Troglodytes. Can we have
to
troglodytes?
listen to.
Do you know what a troglodyte is?
I don't like it.
Do you know what it is?
It's a troll.
It doesn't have to be a
Or
troll.
transvestite troll.
No, it doesn't have to be a It's not a transvestite.
What is it?
A cave dweller. So, like, Osama bin Laden would be considered a troglodyte.
Let's not get into that.
What, Osama bin Laden living in a cave?
Yeah.
Because it's too real. As
Well,
opposed to when you ask me what has recently made me cry.
Wayne, what has recently made you cry?
The conversation about you not letting me talk about Osama bin Laden. I feel very passionately about Osama bin Laden.
Welcome, it's 2008. Stop it.
Oh, by the way, where's Coney? Have you seen him?
Oh, stop it. That's just gone now. Funny how life changes.
Yeah, and yet it's
Ricky Gervais is still around?
Yeah,
Good
he's
for
got
him.
a new movie out on...
Has it been long enough now? Can I message this girl?
No, don't message her.
But then what if she messages back? It'd
Okay,
be a nice
would-
ending to the podcast because it'll be like, yay, the good
Okay,
guy.
message her. Hey, how are you?
Oh no, it's too soon. It's too soon, guys.
Well, I don't think she was that attractive anyway, to be fair.
I mean, I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, you are a bottom dweller.
It's been a while. A bottom dweller?
Yeah,
That's
like-
you, mate. So, welcome to the Coughcast. With the guest this week, Wayne Carter. Right, Wayne, so we're just listening
I was
with
going
tender
to say
hooks.
to your
I'll
followers,
ask you again
to your
after.
fans, that
Wayne.
you are... No, shut up. Because you might not be a successful podcast host yet. You will get there. But I think you're a very good editor. Your
Designer, isn't it?
Your digital marketing skills are quite of high quality, I think.
Thank you.
So if anyone's thinking about doing a poster or flyers for a festival, or you want to get some photos done or whatever, Peter Baisley is definitely your man.
Yeah.
And he's reasonably priced
Contact me
as well. Yeah.
at Peter Beasley on Twitter. And let's...
Thank you, Wayne, for the plug.
We're coming in. Thanks, Wayne. Brilliant
you're
stuff
welcome.
there. So, see, you are nice sometimes.
Put that down in your diary. You won't get it again.
He cuts you down, and then he comes back later on and he builds you up.
And then you forget about the cut down, and then you're like, oh, he is a nice guy.
No, never forget. 9/11. So
Coney,
Mark.
Osama bin Laden, 9/11, 9/11.
well, I'm sorry to pause the podcast here, but you're listening to the Coughcast.
Explosion.
Okay.
Seriously,
Tell me something recently that's made you want to cry, or literally have cried.
I didn't hear your voice was
What's
weird.
made you cry?
Thank you. What's made me cry?
Or if you don't want to answer the question, you don't have to.
Well, no, I genuinely, I'm normally a very happy person. I do suffer from anxiety and severe depression, so of which I take medication for, but that doesn't make me cry.
That's too much, mate. You've gone way...
Well, you
Let's
asked
keep
the
it
question.
light. Keep it light.
Oh, what made you cry?
There's people tuning out right now.
Well, if they're tuning out,
1,000
mental
people have
illness,
just tuned out.
Mental illness is a serious thing, and we need to talk about
It is. Let's talk about that
I don't want to,
in
but
a separate podcast called Mental Cast.
you're mental.
I think I'm mental. Listen to the Mental Cast. You
my
must be
God.
mental. You're listening.
Hey, mental.
Ugh.
That could be the name of your fans, mentals, because they're all
Yeah,
mental
it
for
is.
listening to this.
It is.
Yeah, I haven't really cried recently. My mum did message me the other day, and that made me a little bit teary.
Do you miss her?
Not really.
Okay, Wayne, we've got just about enough time for one more story.
No, don't let
Give
me.
us another
Don't let
little
me end
story.
on my. I don't like my mum. It's Mother's Day in Australia as well at the moment.
Okay, shout out to all the mothers in Australia listening right now.
Happy Mother's Day, Mum. I love
Happy
you.
Mama Day.
I love you, Mum.
Oh.
I do. She is beautiful. She's a train wreck, but I love her for it. Could you sit up?
I've run out of energy. You're listening to chilled podcasts.
Okay, I think what you should do with this.
Don't cough, mate.
Well,
I
I'm
think that's what
sorry.
you should do, because I've got to edit that out.
Well, I think you should listen to this, edit it, and then find out what works. Re-listen to it, find out the things that work, and then let's do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah.
No, I think it's fine.
No, it's not fine.
It's fine.
This
We just
is
need
not fine.
4 and a bit minutes more, and then we got an hour.
Which you're going to edit down to like 20 minutes of kind of okay material.
Nah. People who listen to podcasts just need something to listen to.
Yeah, so if you are listening to this, I think I stand by that when I say if. Because people are just having it in the background so they don't feel lonely when they're like sitting in their homes by themselves and they're just like doing the dishes and they have other voices around them. They're not actually listening.
So, Wayne, you have your own podcast,
Thank you, I do.
which you haven't started yet, but
I haven't
you're
started
going
yet,
to,
but
so
I'm-
people can listen to that. Where
can.
can they find your info?
Well,
If they
Facebook-
think you're funny
Yeah.
and they want to watch your show, you're doing a show at Edinburgh this
I'm doing
year.
a show in Edinburgh. I've got a preview in Brixton in July, so I'm doing that. Doing some stuff in Glasgow.
So they can find you via Facebook.
Yes.
You've got a website as well.
Not a website. I think that's.
Do you think websites are important? Or do you think
I don't
not
know.
necessary, is it?
I don't think so.
I've got one.
Have you got one?
Yeah.
Does it work?
It got me one job.
Okay, that's good. I don't know. Like, I think for me, an email is good, and as long as I'm marketing myself and like my tour dates are somewhere accessible, easily accessible.
How do you make them easily accessible? Via
Like
the
on the
Facebook page?
Facebook cover
And
page.
you have a Twitter or something?
Twitter, yeah.
Okay, great.
One Wayne Carter, the number 1, and then
And
Wayne
then
Carter.
Wayne Carter.
Yeah.
Great.
But I think there are, you have to have different avenues and stuff like that. I mean, it could be good to have a what's it called? A website. If I'm not good with technology. That's
Yes,
the only reason I
know
don't.
this. This is why we're friends, because I am good with it.
Yeah, and I'm not.
You need my help.
I need help with a lot of things. Basic life is one of the things that I need help with.
So we're gonna design your t-shirt design?
Well,
After
I
this?
would like what Peter's doing, and I've already advocated for his skills. That's why I'm here. Not for the podcast, because this is shit. But for him to do things for me.
You
Yeah.
are such a diva, man.
Thank you.
You're such a diva.
I'd like...
If you were a girl...
Where's my... Yeah. If I was a girl.
I'll probably still hang out with you.
9/11.
Right, well, I'm sorry to pause the podcast here, but you're listening to the Cuffcast.
Explosion.
Okay.
Someone commented, like, posted on Facebook, a friend of mine was like, oh, I'm going to go see Wayne Carter's show, and she took a photo of my, what are they called? The
Flyer?
tickets. The tickets.
Oh, the ticket stub.
So the flyers and the ticket stubs. And she's like, oh, I'm so excited for tonight, rah, rah, rah. And then this other girl, independent to the girl who messaged me, she commented on the photo going, oh, I've heard this show is disgusting, it's racist, it's sexist, it's homophobic, rah, rah, rah. And this girl had not been to my show. And so I was like, you're a third independent person, who you've heard from someone else that it was bad, and all power to that person who thought it was bad. Like, if she thought it was bad, that's her opinion.
Her opinion, yeah.
Yeah, and I will appreciate that and acknowledge that. It's not my intention to make her feel that way, but considering I've only had one person say negative things, and it wasn't, well, actually it was kind of negative, but like, the third person, she was just going via someone else's opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? That's bullshit. Like, you can't make an opinion about someone unless you've actually seen it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you can't,
And
like, if I was to say, oh, I don't like Peter Baser's comedy, I wouldn't say that unless
you've
I'd
seen
seen
it.
it. You know what I mean?
So people can see you in Adelaide Fringe,
Yeah.
Edinburgh Fringe,
I'm hoping to do Perth.
maybe,
Perth Fringe
if they're
World.
lucky.
Hopefully.
Great.
Melbourne, hopefully.
Well, that's
Brighton,
great, Wayne.
hopefully.
That's great.
Thank you. Well,
We've got to wrap it up now.
No, I want to keep talking.
Oh, you're getting into it. Well, it's up to you. We've got sort of 10 minutes before I need to leave.
Okay, let's wrap it up now.
Okay. We're gonna try and design your t-shirt.
But listen to this
real
again
quick.
and see what works.
Yeah. Any more messages for the people?
Love yourself. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Oscar Wilde. And
Say that again. Just
be yourself. Everyone else is taken.
yeah.
That's an Oscar Wilde
Oscar
quote that I
Wilde.
live by. And don't take life too seriously. Chill the fuck out. Stop wearing suits. I know it's London, but like, just wear a shirt. Calm down.
Wow, the Oscar Wilde one was better.
Well,
You tried to freestyle at the end.
yeah, I
Hey,
well,
this is easy. I can make up
I
a
can be
good
like
quote.
Oscar Wilde. He was a gay. I'm a gay. You know,
He was gay?
he was a gay. Yeah, he was a pansy.
Yeah.
He got
He went to jail.
jail for it. Yeah,
Good man.
great
Good
man.
Served his time.
Importance of being
So-
manners. Served his time. Oh god, I've got a life sentence.
How long do you think you should go to jail for being
for being gay?
Oscar Wilde?
For being Oscar Wilde, never. He was
You've
a
been
great-
listening to the Cuffcast. The Cuffcast. Thanks to my guest Wayne Carter.
Thank you.
You've been very illuminating,
I'll try.
and thanks for listening. If you listened,
If you're listening,
if you listened,
If
thanks
you're
for listening.
if you're not
and-
listening, you did the right choice.
Wow, cut me down again right at the end there, mate.
Bring you up to crash you down.
Maybe you'll give me a hug on the way out. We'll
not.
see. Yeah, probably not. Okay, cool. Okay, bye guys. Bye.
Bye. "9/11."
Well, we are sorry to pause the podcast here, but
You're listening to the Cuffcast.
Explosion.
okay.
I was thinking to myself that I should go to the toilet, but then some guys hypnotised my eyes with their